Hey guys, welcome to Shannie Says, the channel that is dedicated to adulting and growing through life successfully together. Now, if you are an adult and you are not subscribed to this channel, this is the channel where you need to be, so I need you to stop everything you're doing and subscribe right now. Please. Well, if you do decide to stick around and you decide to subscribe, make sure that you hit the bell button so that you are notified whenever I post a video. Now, at the beginning of this year, 2020, I did a video where I was talking about saving this year, and I wanted this year to be the year that I saved this amount of money, and I challenged persons to jump on that bandwagon so that we can all save together and be adults and be able to have some money in the bank, have some money in our emergency funds, have some money to invest, just have money to be able to travel if that's what you want to do, have money to see your goals come into fruition. We all started off 2020 on a high note, and then the pandemic happened. So I know a lot of persons are probably discouraged. A lot of persons are probably like, you know what, maybe next year I'll start saving. But I want to tell you guys that the year isn't over as yet, and God has the last say. Continue to have faith in yourself, continue to have faith in God that He will bring us through whatever tough times we may be going through, despite what had happened or what's continuing to happen, as everybody is probably still trying to find their way back to some form of a normal life. Whether you're still kind of staying home to avoid people, or whether we're still in isolation, whatever is going on where you live, I know it may be a difficult time, and you, like I said, you may be discouraged, but I just want to come on here and encourage you guys to not give up, not lose faith in your goals and all of the dreams that you had to plan or start this year. And saving is one of them. It's never too early or too late to start saving. You can always just jump on it and get back to where you were, or try to surpass where you were. Start over. If you had to spend all of your money, that's fine. Once you have breath in your body and you still have life, you are able to work toward your goals, work toward your dreams. You're able to save up and do whatever it is that your heart desires. You just need to stay motivated and keep the faith. Whatever your dreams and your goals were, go ahead and revisit them. Look at wherever it is that you wrote them down, or the dream board that you created at the beginning of this year. Hopefully you didn't tear it up, but go ahead and revisit those. Start to get the momentum back again, and let's start over, start from scratch, resume wherever it is the starting point is where you are right now. Let's just get it done. So in saying all of that, I wanted to list off some more things that we can do to save. I know I already shared some things that I intended to do, or that I am doing currently. I'm still saving, guys, despite whatever happened, whatever's going on. I am still sacrificing, and I'm still saving, and I want you guys to do the same. So I want to come on here and list off some things that we can do to get back to saving and to ensure that we do not give up on our goals. And whatever figure that is that you want to save towards this year, whether you get to that by December or not, the whole point is keep working towards it. It's better to achieve 20% of your goal than 0%. What you can do is open a separate account from your regular savings account, so that whenever you are paid, you can ask the bank to take a portion of your paycheck and put it directly into the other account. Now here's the catch. You can do it in two different ways. You can either put it straight into a fixed account where you cannot touch it anyways. The bank won't allow you to touch it until X amount of months, or a year or 2 years, however long you have the fixed account set up for. They will not allow you to withdraw money without penalty. That's one way to do it. The next way you can do it is if you just open up another regular savings account, but do not ask for a debit card. Tell them that you don't want an ATM card, you don't want a debit card. The only way you can transfer money off of it is through online banking. However, you want to try to not even get used to the fact that you're able to do that. It's basically having another account where your money goes directly when you get paid, and it's out of sight, out of mind. You don't have a card for it, you don't even remember that it's there, technically. That way you're able to save, and the money will be building up, and like I say, out of sight, out of mind, or whatever is on your main savings account, then you'd be able to spend and distribute that. The second way you can save money is through a credit union. I think I may have mentioned this before in another video. However, I want to mention it again because it's one of the ways that I save money. I ask them to do it through salary deduction, so the money is actually gone out of my paycheck before the direct deposit even hits my bank account. I'm going to say that again. My savings goes directly to my account in the credit union way before my money hits the bank through direct deposit. So out of sight, out of mind, I'm saving and I'm happy. And the reason why I chose to open up an account with the credit union as opposed to the first option that I gave you is because you gain a lot more money through the credit union. So the banks have a percentage that you gain from your savings, but a lot of banks, you can't get any percentage on your savings unless your savings is up to a certain amount. And most of the times I'm using that account to like pay bills or to buy stuff, and that's basically just my regular or my main account that I do transactions off of. So I'm not necessarily saving on that account, and even if I were to save, the percentage or the interest that I would get back won't even add up to anything, to be honest. So I feel as though I would get a lot of more bang for my buck if I were to save with the credit union. Not scratching the entire first point, however, in my opinion, this one would be better. It has a lot more benefits, a lot more opportunities, but some persons don't like to deal with a bunch of different companies or organizations, and they want to keep everything in one place. So if you're not comfortable with having an account in this bank and this credit union in that place, then stick with the bank that you trust, that you have a relationship with, and open up different accounts. However, if you're open to having, accounts in different places, then I would recommend the credit union. Now, a third way that you can save money is through an ASU. Now, I don't know how many persons are familiar with ASUs, or if it's just something that's a Caribbean thing or whatever, but an ASU is basically where you would find a certain amount of persons to throw in a hand. So let's say that there are 10 persons in the ASU. Each person is throwing a hand of $100 a month, and the ASU is going on for 10 months. To ensure that each person gets their draw. So each month, there are 10 persons, 10 months, and each person gets a draw per month. So the first month, everybody throws in $100, which adds up to $1,000, and that one person gets the $1,000. After that one person gets the $1,000, even though they've already received the lump sum of money, they still have to continue paying $100 for 10 months in order for everybody else to get their turn. Now, hopefully that makes sense, but that's basically how an ASU works, and I would recommend an ASU if you have a short-term goal and you really want to attain something within a month or 2 months, or depending on what you're able to negotiate with the person who's holding the ASU. They may say, okay, you're able to get the second draw, so you may not get it the first month, but the second month, that's when you get your money, and then the other person, and so on and so forth. So if you have a short-term goal and you really want to save money kind of quickly, you can save $100 a month on your own to achieve that goal. However, you want to buy it now. So I would recommend an ASU, because once everybody throws in the hand, that's the $1,000 right there. You get your hand or your draw. You're able to go and purchase the thing, and you still be investing that $100 back into the ASU, so that other persons are able to get their monies back. You would have won, basically. You're able to still budget that $100 per month as if you were still saving for the item. However, you were able to snag it before it was gone, or before the deal was gone, or whatever it was. So hopefully that made sense for you to get an idea of how an ASU works if you've never heard of an ASU. But yeah, that's another way that you can save money. You have persons who continuously rejoin ASUs. Some ASUs are a lot more. It could be $100 a week. and it could be with 20 to 40 persons in it. You know, the lump sum can be really huge. You just need to make sure that you trust the individual who's holding the ASU, number one, and that they have a good reputation of holding ASUs, because you have some persons who, you know, they get their hand and then they disappear. They don't pay for the rest of the weeks or the months. So you have to make sure that you trust the person and that you can discern who is also trustworthy to join the ASU and make sure that everybody gets their money. So ASUs can be a bit more risky. However, I realize that there are some banks and even credit unions that do ASUs now. So maybe if you don't trust anyone to hold an ASU, you could do an ASU with the bank or with the credit union. Now you can do all of these things, but there's one thing that you have to make sure you know how to do to ensure that you don't cheat yourself, or that you don't lose focus, you don't lose the motivation and the momentum, and you just keep on going, and that's budgeting. You have to know how to budget. If you don't know how to budget the money, the rest of the money that you have, you're gonna have the urge to kind of dip into your savings and spend from that because you want that bag and you can't wait to save up for that bag out of the little bit of money that you have left over on this end that's not a part of the savings in your account. So that's all for this video, guys. I hope you found this to be helpful, and if you have any more questions, leave them down below. If you have any ideas about videos that you'd like me to do, leave those down below as well. And if there are other things that you do to ensure that you save money, or something that you want to start doing to save money, leave that down below as well. I may actually learn something from you as well as you learn something from me. So I'll see you guys in my next video, and like I said, if you're not subscribed already, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell button so you're notified when I post my next video. Later!